Coming this fall, a brand new podcast.
It was just boring.
I mean, I love it already. Any language that exists, even if it hasn't been invented yet, as soon as it's invented, you can speak it fluently.
So aliens land tomorrow.
You can speak their language, yes.
That's a high-paying gig.
It is. So don't diss it.
No, I'm picking that right now.
At the end of every episode, we will issue a listener challenge.
When doing chaos magic, one should stay in the realm of the physical.
Welcome to Your Aleatoric Reality, the podcast that invites you to take a chance.
So anyway, in a combination of aleatoric reality and outright mockery and defiance, I brought a 20-sided die and a 4-sided die with me to take the exam.
Because of you think he'd never changed his turtleneck? He only owned one turtleneck?
No, Steve Jobs notoriously had terrible body odor.
Welcome to Your Aleatoric Reality, the podcast that invites you to buy stocks at random. I've got a pocket full of dice, and I'm ready to make up a podcast.
You have a mediocre amount of dice.
Aleatoric?
What does that mean?
I'm glad you asked.
Sounds like a bird.
And then a 7, which would be an E flat. Or a D sharp. I started doing sharps, so I should stay on sharps.
This is going to be a terrible song.
Yeah.
I assume we are not talking about Andrew Dice Clay.
But especially randomness used for what has been termed random reality.
I love that there was a time in America where somebody was like, wrote a political speech and didn't fact check it. And they didn't know that Kennedy was actually referring to a jelly donut.
You could come back to Rome for like a meeting without your army, but if you cross the Rubicon with your army, that means...
the Rubicon is like a red convention?
The Rubicon is a river. I am your host, Misha, and can I call you my sidekick? My sidekick is Damon. Damon, say hello.
Hello again. So there's time-lapse video, and what happens is the lightning starts in the cloud, and it starts at the ground at the same time. 6 questions.
Whoa.
Are you ready?
That is
Question
one
number
more
1.
than last time.
What is your favorite piece of clothing you own?
I intend to make a podcast about randomness in all its forms. I am going to dream incubate the topic of this presentation, and I will awaken with a fully formed idea of how my presentation will be. Our task is that of pushing the people to demand and to seize all the freedom they can.
Anytime a question is asked, the default answer should be to make it some kind of fucking table.
See if you can guess how we made this trailer.
When you feel like you have a need to have a plan, go random.
Fate is punishing me for saying I was smart earlier. A news story about the death penalty in Florida. How random is that? That is the use of randomness for real-life choices.
ALEATORIC. Your Aleatoric Reality, wherever you get your podcasts.